Greetings, beautiful friends. Happy Monday to you. I trust you had a nurturing, nourishing weekend and are all ready to step into this very, very auspicious week ahead. Here we are with our usual Monday check-in and our inner compass forecast for the week ahead. So what's making this such a powerful, potent time are several things. At the end of this week, on the 20th, we have the equinox, and also Mercury goes direct. We've been coming through a Mercury retrograde. So that feels very nurturing and nourishing and very much about coming into balance. But from the lunar influence, we have the new moon in the sign of Pisces on the 18th. So a couple days before that equinox and the Mercury going direct. With it being the new moon in Pisces, this is such a powerful new moon phase because Pisces is the last sign of the zodiac wheel. And so when we get in touch with our soul's guidance, with our intentions, with our purpose, with our inner compass, when we do it from the sense of the Pisces energy, Pisces carries all of the wisdom and the lessons and the experience that we have kind of accumulated or gone through all the other signs. So that's why this is such a powerful time. And then with the energy of this, our next new moon will be in the sign of Aries, which is all the new beginning. If you watched these before, you know that I love to think of our evolution, our personal and collective. Actually, personal and collective is the same. So our energy, our evolution is this upward spiral. And so as we go through that cycles of the new moon, full moon, the setting the intentions, the calibrating, the reset, that's part of our own mission. That's why we're here. Each one of us chose to be here during these times. And there's a reason for it. You may not logically be able to get in touch with that, but this time with Pisces water, the water energy of Pisces, it's about flowing. And with it being water, water is such a powerful, powerful energy. No obstacle can stand in the way of water. And that's what the energy of this week is about. It's almost like the line between the dream world and the 3D world, if you like, or the emotional guidance and the rational thinking. It's almost like it blurs a wee bit. So it's about really feeling into your own intuition, your own inner wisdom, your own soul's purpose, and really listening. So listening can be just putting your hand on your heart and saying something like, what would love do here? Or rather than rushing and trying to get things done, just feel into what's my bandwidth right here. What would be the best choice? And maybe the best choice is go for a walk. Go snuggle with your cat. Go draw a card. Do some journaling. New moons are very much about contemplation and trusting and surrendering. So if your head is trying to say, you got to work this out, you got to figure this out, you got to make a choice, you have to move forward, maybe you don't. Right here, right now, it's about coming into surrender, but also trust that your heart knows, your inner wisdom knows. Everything about you is creating the divine right pace and rhythm and path and trajectory for you. Feel into that. If anything that I say in these sessions trigger you, confuse you, discombobulate you, and you need a wee bit more support or guidance, just reach out. You can put it in the comments below or reach out directly, because my intention with these inner compass forecast sessions is you have an inner compass. Have you primed it? Have you calibrated it? Have you created your best way of getting in touch with it? There's no right or wrong answers here. It's about just really feeling into, does this resonate? Does this feel the best way for me right now? And if no answer comes, then look at what's right in front of you. What can you do? Okay, trust is such a huge piece around all of this too. So now let's get into pulling some cards. The first deck of cards that I use for these sessions is my letting go guidance system. Because as we go through these cycles of evolution, the becoming more aligned with the sacred essence, with the soul's essence, I think that during these times, we are being called upon to let everything go that isn't in alignment with the highest octave or the highest expression of our soul's mission. That doesn't come from logical thinking. That comes from dropping into your heart's wisdom and realizing you are a sovereign being. So as we go through these cycles, the cyclical nature of us, of our own evolution, there's always things that come up that go, you know, that suited up until a certain point in time, but now I'm going to let go. So let's see where we are being guided to start off with this idea of letting go, surrendering. Oh, I like this one. It's one of my favorites. I always have favorites. This one, caring what others think. You know, I was having a conversation about that recently. Caring about what others think can sometimes dilute the power, the potency of getting in touch with your own soul's guidance. Because caring what others think, that's coming from our thinking. Now, we do all want to be approved of, received, seen, acknowledged. But are you doing that for yourself first? Because if we get too lost in saying, oh, well, I have to dress a certain way, I have to speak a certain way, oh, I can't say that out loud. Maybe you do. And maybe even it's to speak quietly by yourself first. Practice saying out loud what your truth is. That's the part of this too, is we're not here to gain the approval of others. If we get the approval of others, that's a bonus. It's not a requirement. So this could also be a time of just saying, you know what? I am going to show up as my authentic self. I'm going to move forward to the rhythm of my own drum. That's my heart. And should others self-select into that conversation or into that direction or that activity, that's awesome. But I'm moving forward in the divine right way for me. I hope that makes sense. That's what brought that up, was caring what others think. So take a nice deep breath. And now we'll see what tarot wisdom wants to come up with this new moon in Pisces energy. Oh, awesome. It's the 7 of Cups. Isn't that the perfect accompaniment to that caring what others think? The 7 of Cups. So cups being water. We've got that new moon in sign of Pisces. But the 7 of Cups also says to us that there's a multitude of choices. You can take door A, B, C, D, E, whatever. But come into the wisdom of your own guidance. Not listening to, oh, I should do that. As soon as you start saying, I should do that because so-and-so said so, you have to wait. Because it could be that the reason you're thinking that is that it is coming from your heart's guidance, but it could also be that you're missing what your own heart's guidance is trying to calibrate you towards. Hope that makes sense. Okay, take a nice deep breath again. Now we're going to pull 3 cards from the Healing with the Angels. I really like the different decks that I use because it feels like it, to me, I hope it feels like this to you, that there's a beautiful flow and a beautiful synchronicity, a beautiful, part 1, part 2, part 3 to the guidance. So let's see what comes up. Beautiful. Oh my gosh, these are beautiful. The first one is harmony. So with this Pisces new moon, And you know, I said to you about it being that it's like the accumulation of everything that you've experienced and put into motion and you know, put into I'm letting that go kind of thing. Now this is coming into the harmony. That also feels very much about what I'm saying about coming into, at the end of the week, the equinox. That's about harmony and balance and ease. Now the next one, and I love that this came up for us, it's body care. It's so important to look after your sacred vessel, this body. This body is where we get our intuitive insights. You know, when we get little pings and pangs and little yes, what does yes feel like in your body? For myself, yes feels like an expansion to my heart, a lift to my shoulders, a little, might be even a little lift in my stomach. That's all yes. But it's by looking after my body that I can really recognize that. Whereas a no might feel like a weight in my stomach. It might feel like pushing down on my shoulders. It might feel like stooping my spine forward. So in order to get in touch with those, it's important for us to be the focus of our own study. How does this make me feel about me? If you've watched these sessions before, you know that's one of my favorite questions, to get in touch with your inner compass, to get in touch with your inner wisdom. It's there, but we have to create practices and pauses to kind of go, oh, how do I feel? I feel wobbly. I feel excited. I feel like I'm on track. I feel like I need to wait. These are all pieces that we can come into contact with just by being willing to wait or to do. This is about getting into balance with your masculine and feminine, your being and doing aspects. Like I said, if you need a wee bit more guidance or support, just let me know. I'm here for you. And now I'm going to send you off into this auspicious week ahead. But before I do, we will pull one of my Liberate Your Inner Truth oracle cards. Let's see what wants to seal this session up and carry us off into, oh, this is a good one. They're all good. Now you can see that there's such a beautiful vibe, beautiful theme. I am peaceful. What does that feel like for you? When you just put your hands on your heart, one or both. I am peaceful. I feel calm and at ease within. Cultivating a deep felt sense of calm peacefulness is an important and essential component to my sharing my own inner gifts. That gave me goosebumps. That one is perfectly aligned with this auspicious new moon in Pisces energy that we are stepping into. I wish you a superb week ahead. Like I said, you need any support or guidance, just let me know. I'm here for you. Much love to you. Thank you for watching. Have a superb week, and I'll be back again with you next Monday.